People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. First thing that is popping in the news, some facts, updated information as it pertains to dancehall artist Spice. Now, we know that we've heard all sorts of rumors, all sorts of propaganda, and the little facts as it pertains to what happened to our artist, dancehall queen. The facts are this: she's in the DR, Dominican Republic. The facts are this: she was there to do some sorts of cosmetic surgery. Tummy tuck, ass enhancement, whichever one, don't really know. I think that it is tummy tuck. However, based on the information that I am getting, it is said that the doctor in which she used the last time, he decided that what she was looking for, he was not going to do it. So therefore, it was kind of excessive. She did not need it in his estimation. However, she went to plan B. She went to her next doctor. Now, I know that we've heard all sorts of stuff, that she was in a coma, that she come out. We saw people praying for her. We saw everything horse, DEAD, and comfort on social media. And people, like I've always said, when it comes to social media, believe half of what you see, believe half of what you hear. People are looking for their 15 minutes of fame. However, the facts are that she is actually in the DR. There was some sorts of complication. However, she seems to be in talking mode. She seems to be getting better. She seems to be recuperating. People, anything can change. It is like the tide. Now, like me say, Spice is her own big woman. Spice makes her own money. So whatever decision Spice makes, Spice is the one that has to deal with it. Her family are the ones that are going to be mostly affected. So therefore, we know that in this vain world in which we live, people are influenced by the Kardashian. Everybody wants that Coca-Cola bottle shape. So therefore, we see scripters, we see social media influencers, we see artists are running over the DR in thousands, mass exodus for these surgeries. However, people, they are not safe. Those are the facts. 1 in every 3,000 person that do one of these tummy tuck butt enhancement ends up losing their life. And that is going the legitimate route. The black market route, it is even much more dangerous. And it is more dangerous, more risky, because it is cheaper. So therefore, more people have access. Now, when we look at the black market versus the legal, legitimate market, medical doctors, medical plastic surgeons that are allowed have certificates, legal organizations that can do these, monitored by the FDA, Food and Drugs Administration of America. We see that is the safest route. However, based on the fees, everybody is looking for a deal. So therefore, on average, it costs maybe 1/3 to 50% less to go the legal route in America as opposed to going to the DR or Colombia or places like those. So for example, the same sort of surgery in America would be $12,000, in the DR $4,000, $7,000. So therefore, half to 30% the cost. So therefore, money is always the motive. Here's the next facts. As it pertains to silicone implant, that means BREASTSASS. When people do that and they use silicone, the silicone is usually encapsulated. That means it's not a safe bag. So therefore, it is not just pumped into your ASS or BREASTS through some sorts of injection. It is encapsulated. That means that it is safer. Nothing is going to seep out. Whenever you go to the DR and you go to the right place, they probably do it just the same. However, when you go to the black market, the price goes from $4,000 to maybe $1,000. However, here is what is going on in these black markets all over the world. The people, they are just injecting a cheap CHINES brand of silicone. It is injected directly in your BREASTS or in your ASS. People, this is what happens to the body. When the body gets any sort of foreign object that is not built, that was not made by the body, then it is going to reject it. The body is going to be in shock. Your body is going to be POISONED, poison. So therefore, you might get sick. You might get comatose. You might end up even losing your life. Here's the next thing. Very important fact. There's a thing that is made by the body. It is called hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is made by the body. However, the body does not make the excess amount that most persons require. When you go to one of these expensive surgeons in America, it costs about $800 per cc. It is said that most of these women that want this small waist and big ASS, they require about 700 cc. So people, do the maths. 700 cc times $800 per cc, that is $560,000. Some of these ladies, them get in excess of 700, sometimes even 1,000. So people, 1,000 cc of the legitimate FDA approved hyaluronic acid costs about $800,000, in excess of $750,000, $750,000 US dollars. So therefore, people want stuff that they cannot afford. So therefore, they go to the DR and they go to the black markets. Now, people, like me say, when we look at the fact that millions of women are doing this, and the fact that 1 in every 3,000 lose their life the legitimate way, just imagine how many persons are losing their life on an annual basis, going from all over the world to the DR or any place that this is performed. However, we see that in a lot of cases, these people are hustlers. The black market is full of persons that are willing to take $1,000, $1,500 per pop, because they know that whenever you come and you pay them that cash and they inject whatever they inject in your BREASTS or ASS, after them take your money and them give you that SHOT, they will never see you again. And whatever happens to you, them not really care. It is all about money. Money is the motive. Now, based on documentaries that I've seen, it is also said that some people, when they go to these black market surgeons, them get the injection and then the people seal the incision with crazy glue, so therefore the bootleg silicone don't run out. Now, people, just imagine that. Somebody using crazy glue on an open WOUND with stuff that is bootleg. Just imagine the reaction of the body. Just imagine what is taking place in the body. And people, based on women that I've spoken to that have done these type of surgery, them say when them do it, It coming like somebody put some sort of torch with all sorts of F-I-R-E in a them B-R-E-A-S-T-S-R-A-S-S. Now, people, you have to ask yourself the question. What would make somebody want to take this risk? Now, if you have the money like a Spice do, and you decide that you want to do it, and people, Spice knew that she could not get this done in America because of what she wanted. In America, the FDA allowed certified plastic surgeons. They cannot do excessive stuff. They are regulated. So therefore, just imagine if the first surgeon that touched Spice say that he is not going to do it because she want in excess, and he did not agree with her. So therefore, she went to plan B. So you know that if she was rejected by somebody in the DR, Dominican Republic, more than likely she did not stand a chance in America. So people, there lies the problem and why people, even Spice, gets in this problem that they got in. And people, remember, the only reason that Spice is being highlighted is because Spice is one of our own. Spice is a celebrity. Spice is pretty much well known. I am not going to say that she is a worldwide celebrity. However, she has some sorts of face card. People know her. Now, people, here's the thing when it comes to Spice and this issue. When I first heard, because the story kept changing like that, like the wind, like the tide, I said to myself, boy, I don't know what to expect when it comes to Spice. And Spice is a great artist. I am not going to say that I am a Spice fan. Not to say that her music is not good. I just don't rate a whole lot of artists. And my type of music them I do. However, I respect her hustle. I respect the fact that she has elevated herself from the garrison and taken herself to notoriety where people knows her, where she's touring extensively. She's on all sorts of international platform. When you talk about the name Spice, people are going to know her. The reason why she is getting the coverage like she is getting is because of that fact. So just imagine somebody that is a nobody, this happens to them. You know what is going to happen? They are going to fade away. They wouldn't lose them life. They wouldn't go in a coma. They wouldn't even DIE and nobody would know. Because people, this is a regular occurrence. Now when it comes to the information that we've heard going around, circling around, we cannot take it at face value because we see even Spice's own management, PR team, they were giving us misinformation. They lie and then they deny. They made it seem as if everything that we've heard on social media was not true. And people, is this because they are ashamed? Is this because they were covering up for the artists? Or is this because they wanted to release the information when the time was right? People, sometimes people do stuff and it is not the most conscious decision. So therefore, they are going to deny the fact that, yes, they went there. And if you remember, back in a couple of years ago, when it was rumored that Spice went under the KNIFE, she was in deep denial. She was like, no, this is my natural body. I saw me stay. I have that BLACK gene. Until she knew that she could not deny it anymore because persons were seeing the obvious change or changes in our body. So people don't get up overnight and just look different in a couple of weeks. Especially when you're not one that is an avid person that goes to the gym. So therefore, people know. So afterwards, she could not deny it. And people like me say, there were all sorts of rumors, all sorts of propaganda. And Spice is well known for publicity stunt. So therefore, whenever we see anything as it pertains to Spice, we have to wonder if this is true or this is false. And people, obviously, we see say something went wrong. It went way, way left, and then it come back, and it seems to be getting much better. However, people, like I say, let's hope for the best and expect the worst, because anything can change as it pertains to these surgery. Anything can change in these days, point blank and period. So we should just hope that Spice recuperates as soon as possible, and hope that she learns her lesson, and hope that persons that are looking from the outside in and have aspirations or dream to get that Coca-Cola bottle shape, them know the pros and the cons. They know that their lives could be at risk, especially if you go for that discount Coca-Cola shaped bottle or that black market price. People, it is going to be problematic. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate video straight to the point, no sorts of beating around the bush, show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And word to the wise, whenever you are rising in life, there's always going to be a set of vipers. A set of vipers because of their insecurity and because mostly of their hate. When they see your talent and they realize that your ceiling is in the stratosphere, when they compare themselves, they realize that their ceiling is in the cellar, in the abyss of hell. So therefore, they are going to do everything within their means to bring you down, because that is the only way that they can feel as if they are up, point blank and period.